Hello again, this is Mr. Ellis. In order to keep these videos short and precise, again, I'm only covering one concept at a time. I would like to cover the math methods that are in Java. There is a math class which has methods that perform some general math tasks. Absolute value, find a maximum number, find the minimum number, raise a number to a power, and I'm going to say generate a random number. Now, at this point right here, I want to put in only the random number. I rounded it, so we're going to run this twice in two ways. One, we're going to find the random number. We're going to, that'll work. We're going to find a random number, and then we're going to move the decimal point so that we have some whole number parts, and then we will round it to make only a whole number. Okay, this last statement being the ultimate, or the culmination of that process. Okay, so let's start with the absolute value. The absolute value will return, in just the simplest terms, it returns a positive number, or the positive number units of distance from 0. Okay, and I've changed my integer to a negative number, so I'm going to uncomment this and run it and see what we get. We should get positive my integer. Save and run, and there you have it, positive number. Okay, that's absolute value. The next one will find the maximum. Remember now, I changed my integer to a negative number, so I expect that 37 is larger than negative 987,034. Save and run. 37. Dynamite. Now let's switch that around for no particular reason, just to play with it. Again, save and run. And we did. We switched it around. All right. I'm going to comment that out also so we can only have one output in the screen. This max and min are the same. The two numbers are compared and the minimum number shows up. So I'm going to save and run. Okay. Again, remember, these are methods. This dot notation indicates that this class, the java.lang.math class, has a min method. Okay, and this is the full right here. I'm sorry. This is the full specification. I could use that, but in my imports, which you don't see, in my imports, I have the java.lan, and I've taken all of java.lan, so the math class is a part of that, and the min method is in the math class. That's all gobbledygook now, but later you'll understand it, and I hope that you'll learn how to use these Java docs. This is straight out of Java docs. If I click on it, it should show me a Java document. Okay. I think I went over that in class, but I didn't show it to you inside of Eclipse. Okay. Moving forward, we want to find that this is the minimum. Again, we changed it so we should see 37, and voila, we did. Okay. All right, now I'm going to take this off of here. And this one is the power. Well, what it says is this demonstrates a raising of a number to a power. The number is the first parameter, the number that's going to be raised, and then the exponent is the second number. So you have the base and then the exponent. In this case, I'm going to raise 37 to the third power. 37 cubed should be the answer. So save and run. And it's a little bit off the screen, but it says 50,653.0. So if I have this in an output stream, so I don't have to worry about typing the result. If I wanted to save the result, I would have to save the result in a double variable type because it does return a decimal digit. Okay, comment this out. Moving on. Now, this is a random number generation. I think that random number generation is kind of the difficult or mystical kind of happening here. You never get the same number twice. The number is always between 0 and 1, which makes it a decimal number. Now, you can have 1. 1 will be a whole number, but it will return 1.0. Okay? This is something that is used to, for example, if I wanted to create a game and I wanted to randomize positioning on the field of some element, I would use a random generator. Okay, so it is math.random, and it doesn't have a parameter. It knows, hey, I'm going to return a number between 0 and 1. Save it and run it. And we should have a significant number of decimal digits. Yes, we do. You have a significant number of decimal digits, but nothing in front of the decimal, 0. Now, like I said, it's from 0 to 1, so at some point, theoretically, I can end up with 1.0. But let's do it again. Let's see what we get to show that we don't get the same number. Each time you generate it, it is a different random number. Now, suppose I do want digits in front of the decimal. I can use an old trick. I would multiply this by some multiple of 10. If I multiply it by 10, it will return, I'm going to put it in parentheses just to be safe. It will return with one digit in front of, one whole digit in front of the decimal point. Let's do so. Okay, and you see I have 1. And the number of zeros, if I put 100 there, guess what? We get 2 digits. And again, if I put 3 in front of it, we'll get 3 digits. Or if I multiply by 1,000, we'll get 3 digits. Okay, now, that's all well and good, but what if I don't want the decimal digits, those to the right of the decimal? I can use the math method called round. I'm going to comment this out. And this is a little bit of a complex statement because I'm using the generated number, the randomly generated number, as input to the round method. Okay, so math.round, and here are the Java docs for math.round. Okay, we'll take a number that's generated by math.random and then multiply it by 1,000 and hopefully cut off the decimal digits by rounding. And I don't know what the result of the random is, so I'm not going to check to see if it rounded correctly. I'm just going to see if I have a whole number, if I have a whole number. And I do. A 3-digit whole number generated by this combination of math methods. This has been Math Method Review. You will have a program where you will have to use these later in the year, and I hope you will go back to this video, watch it, and use it as a study guide. Thank you.